Hey, this is a video for the Venture Electronics Special Edition Bonus IE. I believe that's what it is. This doesn't graph like the one that's got the wired. It's not detachable. This is detachable. You notice it's got a vent behind the dynamic driver, and it's got a very nice mesh. Let me talk about this for just a second. Actually, when I opened up that case right there, the Venture Electronics, I was met with this just bonkers dope cable. It's fabric to the termination, which is 2.5 on this, and then at the Y split it changes. It's got no microphonics. I tested it, rubbed my finger up and down it across my chest. Like, first thing I'm looking for, like, that looks nice, but that's not practical. No, it works fine, actually. This mesh right here is nice. It's not one of those, like, looks like a piece of aluminum foil. It's really thick, and they poke some fucking holes in it like the old KZ, and you're just thinking, if what's inside is doing well, as soon as it hits that fucking aluminum shed just before my eardrum, it's gonna fuck up. As soon as I look at that stuff, I think that. Different companies like Sony put like a black kind of mesh. This is a Tia Trio. They're doing slightly different, but they don't put that crap on it. And Lee's not doing that with this set. So I wrecked this set. I'll explain why. I think this fucking set is awesome. This is a breather hole for the dynamic driver, and depending on where the hole is positioned, it has different impact on the response. So, for example, our Sonics ASG 2.5 is probably one of the bassiest IMs I've ever heard in my life, and that's 100% open. You open the dial, and it's actually, according to our Sonics, and also you can look at it, some of them are semi-translucent. It's got a little dial that it's opening the vent, and that increases the bass, and I would always listen to it. I have it. I would listen to it at 100% open, because that's why I got it, because it's like a blow dryer on your eardrum. You can feel the air. It's a trip. Nothing does that. It's not quite as savage as the 800 ST with the tape mod. But so there's one where when you tape it, the Sony EX800 ST, everybody knows, right? You tape that set and the bass goes nuts. It will make your ears bleed, and that's not advisable. You touch this. Well, how did that happen? That was listening to Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Kendrick Lamar. Right here. I was listening to this. This is a very, very well produced track, and Kendrick Lamar is known or considered to be someone who kind of brought the West back, while The Game and other people were just battle rapping pretty much. Kendrick was, spinning verses and rhymes, and the production of some of the tracks, including Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, is excellent. And if you got good gear, you can pick up all the little teeny micro details, like on All Eyes on Me, which is just, if you've got OCD, there's tons of little fucking things going on. A bunch of guys stoned doing production, just made magic, intentionally or not, I don't know. I think that album was kind of rushed. There's a couple songs on it that probably should have been left off it, but some of them are just fucking epic. This is an epic track, and while I'm listening to this, I'm thinking that bass is fine. I feel like I'm missing some of those little, like it's like digital raindrops. And without thinking about it, I just kind of pushed it to adjust it in my ear to make sure, and then I put my fingertips over the breather. Right here. Remember, thinking that when you cover that, you're going to increase the bass. This already has bass. I don't want to do that. And all of a sudden, the little micro details, if you know Swimming Pools or Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar, all that little shit going on, bam, it came to me. So I stopped what I was doing, which was the video, because I was actually listening to the track while I was doing a version that I'm not going to publish. And so this is what it looks like as it comes out of the box. It's got the same sub bass, mid bass, all the way to 1K as the Empire's Legend X. Does it sound as good? No, it doesn't. But it's got a tonality that's the same. It's very nice. The bass is very good. If you love your bass, Massive Attack Angel was fucking really good. So the bass was fine. It was excellent. I was just noting that the way that this plateaus is really matching my target as far as treble goes. The more affordable one, but we'll take that out. I put my fingers over the hole, and I get a very different experience. So I graph it, because that's an important piece of info, and I get that. And this is the original one right here. So instead of increasing the bass like on the EX800 ST and like on the ASG 2.5 where you can turn the dial, covering the back of this presents the treble as being more up front because it's actually at a level 67.5, and we get to about almost to the sub bass before we get to that same level. So most of the bass, the mid bass, is at the same level as the top of the gain, which is kind of my ideal point. And actually, so it's got more mid bass to mid, but this isn't a technical savage. This is a bass set that's still going to give you the details, and if you put the mod on it, it's definitely going to do that. I stopped what I was doing to graph it before I continued with the video because it was such a different experience. That sounded different. This is very good mid to upper mid and later treble tuning right here. And it was hard to really catch it in its full glory with the full bass tune. When I put my fingers over the back, everything changed. And now I'm doing a video and I'm saying for $65 you can have a legit slammer that is the same level of amplitude on a scale measured by the same person with the same rig, identical to the MKII Legend X. If you think that thing hits like a beast, this one does too, actually. And then if you cover the back, which would be as easy as fuck, you get a set that is much more balanced and is suddenly a jack of all trades. So I was going to review the bass set, but that's nice. Sounds great in my library. When I first started this video, if you rewind and check it, I was actually listening to Sneak and Sally Through the Alley. I had to redo because I started rambling and stopped it, and because I wanted to listen to the harmonica because I had listened to it previously in its regular config, and it was bass dominant, as the graph would suggest. When I listened to that covered, the harmonica, everything was clear. Robert Palmer's voice was more present, as this would suggest, because it's a relatively balanced set. It's just nice. I gotta say, good job to Lee. I don't know if it's possible. Why would he do that anyway? But covering the back of this was an accidental discovery, and it's a very good set. I liked it anyway, but I was going to target my review towards bass lovers because, as people constantly ask me, can you go back into the bass world? You used to make lists and keep up and do stuff, and he let me know. I'll tell you that this thing hammers on a level that's very similar to the ASG 2.5, and it's because it's doing the same as the Legend X and slamability. The ASG 2.5 has fucked up treble, pretty much, to put it nicely, and it's really a bass machine, and the more you turn up, the more you're distracted that the treble's not really that great on that. Do I actually have the graph for that? I do, but it's not up yet. I got the ASG 2.5. This is a good set. It's got great sub bass, mid bass, and it's modified, and it's stock. It's a bass headset, and it's modified. It's a more balanced set with present bass and really, really nice treble. I like that. That's pretty dope. Really good job. Recommended. I'll put a link to this under the video. This is a stay home special price that is going to change later on. For a little while it's going to be this price, which I think is about $65. So I would recommend this at that price. Fuck yeah. If this was more expensive, I would put this up against some other stuff. Seriously. Single dynamic detachable cable. The cable is fucking sick. I love this cable. I love this cable. Let me get my hands up here without fucking up. That's dope. I love that. It's fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful set. It's well made. It's well priced. And it can do two different things. It can just be your bass set and slam really hard, or it can cover it up and it can do some other extra duty if you want to like take this out with you. I don't know why you would cable swap with this unless you took this cable and put it on another more expensive set, because this cable's dope. That's it. This is the Venture Electronics Bonus IE Venture Bonus IE Special Edition. I'm not sure the name. I'm sorry. Can you be more fucking unscripted? I didn't even have the updated graph for the person that asked me about an hour ago a question, and I posted a graph, but I didn't have this one because it was while I was listening that I leaned in and suddenly thought, shit, I hear things I couldn't hear. That's It's counterintuitive for an EX800 ST owner and lover. You tape the vent, you get the bass. You open the hole, you increase the bass. So why would I tape over that hole? It's already got Legend X type amplitude. I wouldn't. So I never thought to even try that. And did, and then came away with a totally surprising discovery. Very nice set. I'll let you guys go. Really nice job, Lee. Very, very nice. And I'll also give a video for the Odyssey HD. I usually don't, but I'm gonna because he's such a cool dude. One final thing. Nah, I'll bring it up in another video. That's it, and I'm out. It's fucking gorgeous. Nice set.